I'm doing a disc shot / night finder modification thing. So I'm doing a disc shot right now. I already did my night finder, so I'm doing the disc shot accessory kit. So yeah. You'll need a Phillips head screwdriver, side cutters thing, majiggy, pliers or whatever. You'll need something to put your screws in. These aren't the screwdrivers I use, but you'll need something to put your screws in so you can see them easily and that you won't lose them. So yeah. Okay, next you want to unscrew your gun or night finder, and it will look like this. Not really for a night finder, but a disc shot it would. It will look like this, most of it. You want to unscrew the 2 screws here and here, and then you'll be able to take the barrel out. That's the little end, and you'll get one of them on the night finder as well, not the same, but same idea. With the night finders now, they're glued all here, so you can't take that off, unlike the disc shot. I already did open that up, then I decided to film it, so I took this out already. That goes there. You'll get something like that, and then you get your spring here. Just you don't need that spring anymore. This is the main thing you need. First, you want to cut off this little thing, the tooth or whatever. Then you'll get these little holes, and in between there's like a bar, and these little things can go down. You want to clip those little bars and get the round circle thing out in the middle there. So when you're clipping it, you just keep clipping until it's all done. So yeah, I'll keep on doing this, and yeah. Okay, so you want to clip in the middle of those little tabs there. So these things can go down as well. So I've just cut all around it, and you get something like this. This is sitting in the middle of there. So once that's out, you don't need that anymore. Yep. Okay, so once you've taken your little circle thing out, you'll have this. It'll be a bit rough in the middle. You can like sand that off or something later. You might need these to get under, but you can take this off. And again, on the newer night finders, you cannot do this anymore because it's all glued. You'll have that, which you don't need. You only need this. You got this tiny, really weak spring that you don't need either. And you want to put all these parts somewhere else, just in case. And this will come out really easily. You don't need that either. So once that's done, you get a bit more easy reach to the little rough edges around, so you can cut them off a bit more. So yeah. Okay, so once you've got that, you've got this. On the night finder it is orange as well, so don't get mixed up. This will go over, and there should be like an X or something in the middle, or a plus, whatever way you're looking at it. Then you get your other little bit and put it over. Then you get a little end like that. You look down it and you'll see nothing there. It used to be, so that's the air restrictors all out, yeah. Okay, after you put your barrel in, you want to get it lined up with the screws. So there's a screw here to drill it in, or whatever, screw it in. There's another little hole here. So that won't work, you gotta put it like that. So you just slide it in. Then there's usually something that will hold it, but you don't want to leave it under too much pressure. So yeah, then you can screw it in and put your cover over, and then you're done. So yeah. Also, if you got a disc shot like this, right here you can put another dart in. Wait. Oh yeah, well, there's another dart hole there, and this tiny little plastic tab was in the way of the dart going, and it was right here. So I just chopped that off, and now the dart can go in. But if you ever do that, just open it up and chop it off, and then it's fine. I don't know if mine was just faulty or that's it. So yeah. These are the parts that you should end up with. Really small spring that goes underneath there. The little thing, the round thing that goes in the middle, and then that. So if you got all those pieces, then your air restrictors have been taken out, and put it all back together, and it should be a lot louder there, but then go a lot further. So I'll show you once it's all screwed up. Also, before you screw it up, the little trigger thing should be all aligned with this piece of plastic, because that's the thing that lets it go. Releases it once it's loaded. Also, before you put it all back together, this tiny little screw here might be out of place, and you want to get that. Right. You want to get that underneath the little piece of plastic, like that. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm going to spray paint the gun. This is Warhammer paint, or Games Workshop. It's a Citadel Skull White. These paints work really well on painting Nerf guns or miniatures or anything, because that's what they're for. Miniatures. So yeah, use this paint and you'll get a really good matte finish color. To hang it up to dry, you want to put it on something so it's hanging and nothing's touching it. We put it on our swing. We found a little thing that's popping out, so we hanged it on there. So yeah, usually with the Citadel paint it takes 10 minutes and an hour so it's ready to paint. So there you go. This is the finished and dried disc shot thing. I don't exactly know what it's called. It's all dried and ready to paint. So the first coat is all done. It may look a very light coat, but once all the colours have been put on, you won't be able to see that. So there. Oh, and also when you're painting it, my dad just said you should put one screw in and that's it, or just do the two halves, either whatever suits you. So okay, I'm using to paint an airbrush, which is really good to use. Two bottles for it. Gas to power the airbrush. Paints where we painted. This thing to do, the grid thing to do the digital camo, which was H. Dingo's idea. You should subscribe to him on YouTube. So yeah, I'll just show you that.